Sorkar Kapatisi TV. Ka East West Group of Institution Bangalore, ka khot admission na kabenta ka nursing but paramedical course, ka bala ithu da ka Indian Nursing Council, ka buy admission ka ba dunatam, but she's pa percent ka jinyokam. Pila ru ban apply da ka education loan.
Ka ICA ka pinkre ya ka laway jongpi. Nakabenta ka tuition but coaching ka ba bhatam ya pi. Yes no but ka ICA.
Ka Kanhun Menteri Jangka Sorkar Jilah ka Sauteri Ujiliu Arja Opsan. Kala menjur ban penteri kami ki projek penmi boarding beper-per ka Jilah. Bada ka Jokopor Sorkar Jilah kan saya soit mai Biang ya ka memorandum of agreement bat ka Athena project private limited. Nak benta ban Shna ya ka Kinshi stage 1 nak benta ban penmi ya ka boarding ka bakot South Pa Sanpau megawatt hadin ba kala aidang ban mang pisa khat sau kulutingka nak benta ban penmi khambun ka boarding na Riangdo small hydro project ka bakot 100 megawatt nalor ka penteri Kamru ia ki atli ki projek penmi boarding ki bala ban I boarding ai syaka jela kabakot khat 8%.
In the upgradation of the Riangdo small hydropower project, the power department has come up with a proposal where after detailed study from Aiti Roorkee, they have come to the conclusion that this project has a capacity to go up from 3 megawatts to 16 megawatts. And that also would lead to the project becoming slightly more viable compared to only the 3 megawatt plant. And hence the proposal had come to us to enhance the overall outlay for this particular project. An additional amount of about 14 crores has been requested by the department, which would then allow this project to go up from a 3 megawatt plant to a 6 megawatt plant. And therefore that project was accordingly approved and cleared by the government today. And this, as I said, will add another 6 megawatts to the production capacity of MECL. Also, there was a project, if you all remember, the project of the Kynshi Stage 1 project. I'll just give a small background of this project. In the Kynshi project, when it had initially been signed, it was signed for a 450 megawatt plant. After the different studies were done by different agencies, the Water Commission, so on and so forth, they realized that this project cannot go beyond a 270 megawatt plant. And hence, the company which was initially working on this, which is the Athena Projects Private Limited, since the project went down from a 450 to a 270 megawatt project, the cost factors came up and they were hesitant to go ahead with this project. And this project never moved forward, though Athena Project Private Limited had already done a large amount of homework, including talking to the local people, doing different environmental clearances, doing the different regulatory exercises that were necessary. A lot of work had gone into this, but because of the size of the project going down, they were hesitant to proceed, and this project was actually in a limbo. We called them a few years back and we asked them, are you interested to go ahead? And if not, then we'll cancel the project. After deep discussion with them, they had come to the conclusion that if this MOU can be amended to include what they call the pump storage projects, the PSP, and some aspects of solar project and run of the river project, then this project can become viable, and they asked us accordingly to amend the MOA. When we checked with the legal department, it was not possible to amend the MOA because the terms and conditions had been signed based on whatever the technology was available then. And hence suggestions came that we should cancel this project or cancel the MOA and go for a new MOA with the new technology of PSP and others. When we cancelled it, after the cancellation of that, with intention to go ahead with the new project, new MOA, with the PSP and the solar and the run of the river project in it, the Athena group had expressed that since the government of India at that time had not come out with the details of the PSP guidelines, they were not very clear whether they wanted to go ahead or not, and hence the project got stuck there. After the government of India came out with the new rules and new policy for the pump storage PSP projects, the group felt that it was not viable for them to go ahead, and neither did the state feel it's viable to go ahead with the pump storage project. And hence we were back to square one, and today we are now at a juncture where we had to take a decision that let us go ahead with the old project The issue in front of us was how do we move forward, and the cabinet felt very strongly that since Athena has been working on this project for long, and because of the change of the scope of work and the viability not matching the original plans, they had not moved ahead. The cabinet felt that we should go ahead with Athena and sign an MOA again with them with the original project and start the work, as Athena has already done all the groundwork for this project. So we have decided today, in short, that we will go ahead with the Kinshi Basin Stage 1 and sign an MOA with Athena Power Projects Limited. Be signed as per the different technical specifications. So we don't want to again go through the whole exercise of not having the clarity. We have asked Power Department and MECL to thoroughly study the whole aspect, whether it is 150, whether it is 200, whether it's 210 or 270. Make sure that this time, since all homework has been done, we go with exactly the amount that is viable on that basis. So we expect it to be about 200 plus minus. It could be about 270, but as I said, the technical aspects will come out now.
Do you think there's so much time wasted for all these 4-5 projects?
Exactly. That's the reason why we decided that we're going to go ahead. And you could see that there's a very lot of complications which led to this kind of delay. Just give a small example that this project which was there, which I mentioned to you regarding the Umran Basin and the project in the Nongumer small hydro project. Both these companies had come to us at a certain point in time, and they said that we want to go ahead. This is about a decade back. And they had put a condition that Meghalaya has to buy all the power from them, 100%. Now, if the rate tomorrow is 10 rupees, and I commit and I sign the agreement now and put that I'm going to buy 100% from them, then I'm putting the state in great difficulty. So the question in front of me was, should I go ahead because it's delaying the project, take the risk, or do I wait and see and negotiate with them further? And that's where the delay happened, because we had to take a very judicious decision not to put the state and the people and the money and tie it down to a number that we may not be able to pay in the future or we not be comfortable with. So after great negotiation and detailed discussion with them, we managed to come down to 30%. So the companies and the state government have now agreed, MECL has agreed, that 30% of the power will be bought by the state government, not 100%. And it will be at the rate of commissioned by finalized by the Regulatory Commission of Meghalaya. And the rest of the 70% also, we will have a first right of refusal to buy that if that rate suits us. So the 30% also is something which we were still thinking whether we should or we should not. But exactly as you said, we have to take a decision somewhere. So there may be some risks to the factor, but we put it to cabinet, we discussed it in detail, and we decided that look, a lot of time has been lost. Let's go ahead with this. Since the Regulatory Commission is going to set the rates, we have a backup. There is no compulsion of any kind of fixed charges like there were in other projects in this particular area. Plus we have 12% free power that we'll get. Plus we have the first right of refusal, so on and so forth. And of course there's no special agreement that it has to be in a specific time of the day that power has to be bought. So we looked into all those aspects and we felt that it was a calculated risk. We felt that we are not taking too much of risk in this, and we need to go ahead. Project has been pending for too long, and that's why today we decided and we've gone ahead and we've approved that these two projects should move ahead. Today in the cabinet, we have also cleared the proposal for the development of Nongumer small hydro project, which is a 24 megawatt project. This is a self-identified project by Messrs. Varks Avco JV, a joint venture partnership company, which will be developing this project, and the entire investment will be made by the company. And in this, the only conditions that were required was that certain amount of the power would be bought by the state government. And as per the national rules, which allow the national tariff policy of 2016, which allows the state governments to buy 35% of the power entered into a PPA with the developer, we have decided to enter into an agreement to buy 30%. And on top of that, we will get an additional 12% free power. So 30% will be purchased at the particular rate, which is identified by the Regulatory Commission, and also the 12% power which will get free. So this project will be fully funded, as I said, by the private party. But as I said, we will get the advantage of getting more stability in the power. So the state government has decided to go ahead and approve the implementation of the Nongumer small hydropower project, a 24 megawatt project. Similarly, the project in Umran was also identified by Messrs. JMB Aqua Private Limited, and this is a 13.5 megawatt project in the Umran basin. And in similar terms and conditions, the government has decided that they will approve this particular agreement to go ahead for the power project to be built up in this Umran River basin. Again, this project will be completely funded and developed by the private party. Government of Meghalaya will not have to spend any funds in this particular project.